Okay, thank you for reminding me on that. So I was going to just start off with a note because for no particular reason, just that I really respect this lady and appreciate like the progress that she's made and just the contribution she has to the team. So if we could have Paulette.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Ellen, and it's an honor to be the first here. So yeah, I got the email and I got the 3 questions answered. So why I feel that APLGO is such a unique opportunity is, it's a good company like many others, but it has a few major distinctions and differences. First of all, there's no startup risk. We've all heard Dale say that the most new startups in the industry go out of business, or in the US, go out of business within 5 years of starting. So with a 10-year track record of success in Europe, in places like North America, where APLGO is a newcomer to the market, that's not a concern for us. And being based in Europe as well, APLGO has already met European standards, which are often stricter than ours. So there won't be any unexpected, unpleasant regulatory surprises that many startups, that set back many startups or put them out of business. And we're introducing a category creating product, the negative ion drops. So because the science, the technology, and the production facilities are all proprietary, there won't ever be any knockoff copycat products competing in the marketplace. So I think of Apple as an apt comparison in the general market. And last but not least, the huge generous distributor payout of 63%. So that's APLGO. Now, why the North America launch team is the right team. And I feel it gives people that are willing to do the work a chance to win, because in a word, or in a name, that's Dale Calvert, the most sane and sensible voice in the network marketing industry, and he's our mentor. Now, the biggest advantage for the North America launch team, hands down, is Dale's business acumen, his clear focus on wisdom of the ages, business practices that have stood the test of time. His franchise approach to training and team building makes such perfect business sense that it's astounding. It's a rarity in the industry. Now, it's not easy per se, but it's uncomplicated and straightforward, so it's doable and believable for anyone willing to do the work. There won't be any wasted time or effort if you follow his system. And what he likes to call the secret sauce our team has, the Zoom room. Every day, North America launch team members have the opportunity to get into a virtual office environment where we can get answers to questions, so we're never stuck, and encouragement whenever you're wavering in your commitment or belief. And it is nothing short of amazing. There's no way that I would be here talking to you today without it. And I must say that Dale has an uncanny knack for attracting incredible people onto his team. So what I wish all people on this team really believed or understood, and this is for people who are still on the sidelines, because everybody else knows, but those who haven't yet launched their business or have stalled along the way, first of all, if you're watching this, whether it's live or recorded, that is a very good sign. And I just want to say that I've been around the network marketing industry a long time and have lost more money than I care to think about, chasing one company after another that promised the world and delivered nothing but debt. And the best training they could offer was go sick and tiger, get people on a 3-way call with your upline. So when I heard Dale's sensible and practical business approach to training, I knew immediately that was a missing link that had stopped me from succeeding and progressing in business, network marketing, as well as the traditional business world. So I honestly didn't care if he was selling pet rocks. I wanted to learn from him. And for the record, I'm glad we're not selling pet rocks, but the APLGO negative ion drops, much better. But seriously, this is the real deal. It's for adults who are serious about doing business and creating financial independence. It's not a social club by any means, but everyone on this team is willing to help each other achieve their business goals. You'll be constantly challenged to expand your comfort zone, and that is a very good thing. That to me is the secret to progress, and I can say from personal experience that it's exhilarating, like a midway ride. So if you're not with us, come join us.
Awesome. Well, Ben, yeah, good luck everybody on following Paulette. It's like I would have told you I thought she was a ringer, but I know she can write, that's for sure. So yeah, we're glad to have you on the team. You're definitely a huge contribution.
Thank you, Alan. And everybody else has great stories to share. So looking forward to hearing them.
Yeah, okay, well, let's move on to the next person. Just for some reason, Karita, you're on in my eyesight, so why don't so Dr. Karita is with us, and she's got a PhD right there behind her name that proves she's a doctor. So let's hear from her. Why would a doctor be attracted? I mean, obviously, you're already successful in a lot of ways, probably, and why would you be attracted to joining this ragtag army and be on this journey with us?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for calling on me right after Paulette. I mean, I really want to follow her. But anyway, thank you, Paulette. That was awesome. I think you said everything that anybody could say tonight. And thanks, Dale, number 2, for calling on me second. So mine will be, I think, hopefully, I think I'll be a little bit more. I wanted to repeat some of the things that Paulette said. I'll try to avoid those because I totally agree with them, and I don't think you need to hear them a second time. But why a doctor or a dentist or a PhD or a scientist or anybody, I think, would want to join the APL company and the NALT launch team is because I really think that I really know this is a company and a team where people really are going to be able to obtain time freedom and earn life-changing income, which is why I decided to join this team. I joined network marketing 5 years ago when I was looking for an industry that would allow me to replace my income and not have to work 60 hours a week running a private practice. And I got involved in network marketing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I jumped on a team that is with a legacy company. And I actually was there just a really short period of time before I realized, oh, I'm never going to make a penny here. Well, maybe a few pennies, but I certainly wasn't going to replace my full-time income because the big money had already been earned, and everybody and their brother had heard of that company and its products and really weren't very interested. And so I knew I needed to take a look and find something else. And I joined another company that I thought it had great products. The products are awesome. It seemed to have a good team culture where there was a lot of camaraderie and support of one another. But as I got involved in that company, after being there about 2 years, I really had hit the wall. I had done as much as I could do all on my own. And I couldn't train the team that I was recruiting to help them meet their goals because I didn't know what I was doing, and I certainly couldn't train them. And eventually I started to feel like there was something wrong with me. I couldn't figure out how to do the business. And one day I realized, well, wait a minute, how come I have to try to figure out how to do this business? My upline should help me learn how to do this business. And when I asked for training for myself and I asked for training for my team, similar to what Paulette said, it was get me on 3-way calls, help me to get your team members on 3-way calls, and I'll lock them in. And my upline would lock them in. And that was as far as it would go. And that's why I became open to looking for something else. And by then I'd heard Dale speak at my company a couple of times. I joined the network, his MLM training team, and I knew that there was something else out there. I could see that we really needed systems and sequential learning, but I was really having a hard time putting them into place. And so I decided to get involved or call him up, ask him if I could be a member of his team when I heard that he was coming out of retirement to help launch the APLGO in the United States. And I saw a couple of things. One is I think that APLGO is poised for massive growth in the United States. We are fortunate that this is a company that is well established in Europe and has a great, strong track record of helping distributors earn life-changing income as far as I'm concerned. And has a product where they own the patent and the technology and the manufacturing and the distribution, and has thousands, hundreds of thousands of distributors in Europe, and we're just launching in the United States. And that places us in a great place. But as far as I'm concerned, APLGO would be just like any other network marketing team if it wasn't for Dale Calvert. If it wasn't for sequential, systematic training that really helps distributors learn how to do this business and to launch and to create customers and recruit, and then help us learn how to do this business so that we can train our own downline. Being a part of APLGO would be just like any other network marketing team or company where some people would be earning a lot of money, and there'd be a lot of people earning little to no money. So that's why I'm here. And I think that's why APLGO and the NALT is totally different than anything else that's out there. And I think we're all fortunate to be here. I think we're going to change a lot of people's lives as well as our own.
Fantastic. Thank you, Karita.
Yeah.
Good job. Willie, how about hearing from you?
Yes, sir, Alan. First of all, definitely thanks for the opportunity to share on this evening. Thanks to Dale and Don, and they're definitely in our prayers. But why APLGO? And I took some notes here so I can be as timely as possible. But why APLGO? Truthfully, because Dale came out of retirement to start to build here, and I was seeking the right mentor to follow. I was following his podcast on YouTube, and when I heard that he had come out of retirement, my ears just shot up, and I was like, "What? Did I hear that right? Let me reach out to him and see what's going on here." So that's my number one reason why APLGO. Secondly, the uniqueness of the product. It's not another pill or just a CBD product or a juice or another detox tea. It's a vitamin that tastes like candy and has all sorts of health benefits, and it just makes sense. Thirdly, the strength of the comp plan, 63% payout, a ninary unit level, the ability to get paid at the top percentage from day one, again, just makes sense. Fourthly, I've learned the importance of being a pioneer in your city, your state, or your region or country. And because of the foundation that's in place already coming out of Europe, the tools are already there to assist us along the way with our journey. So that's why APLGO. Why North America Launch Team? This one, to be quite honest with you, is more important to me than the APLGO piece, because, and again, because Dale Calvert built it, and he has a track record of success that I trust. So that's why, number one, North American Launch Team. Secondly, because there are systems in place that connect the dots and make the network marketing industry just make sense. Having been around the industry for, over a decade now, and just seeing so many different things and heard different things from different leaders about how to do things. A lot of it all tied back into just, like the two presenters said before me, putting your list together, let's put me on the phone, put them on the phone with me and let's close the deal. You get the feeling that there's just got to be something else more than just, that. And so what we have here with the sequential systematic systems, that franchise approach to building, it just absolutely makes sense. And thirdly, to be a pioneer here at the North American Launch Team and part of a diverse group of leaders, all with one goal, and that is to reach the top of the APLGO compensation plan and to become the best version of ourselves possible. So that's why our North American Launch Team. And if there was one thing, I would say actually even two things that I would want everybody to understand and believe here that's a part of our group. The first thing is that, and I think everybody knows it here, is that it's different here. This is like nothing else that I've ever experienced in network marketing. And as we go throughout the day and we reach out to people and, we're sharing with other network marketers, we know that, that we're getting something different here because, we deal with people that are just burnt out. And sometimes I ask myself, why are they burnt out? And truthfully, they don't even know. They just know that whatever it is that they experience, they don't want any more of it. And what we have here is an opportunity to offer people something that's just absolutely different, and it can be a blessing to them. Secondly, what I wish everybody on this team would understand is that it's possible. to just get that belief level inside of you and that confidence to just wake up every day and say it's possible. If other people have had tremendous success within the network marketing industry, then it's possible for us here in the North America Launch Team to have that same success or better. The Bible tells us that faith without works is dead. With North America Launch Team, we have an advantage because not only do we have the works, but we have the proper works and the proper way to do the works. Wouldn't it be great if we knew the date, the time, and the exact moment when we would hit the top of the comp plan and achieve whatever goals we've set for ourselves? I think we would all agree, sure it would be, but that's just not the way that faith works. So I would encourage everybody to just keep grinding, knowing that if you ask, it shall be given. Keep grinding, knowing that if you continue to seek, you shall find. That magic 3 to 5 people per month and that 3 people per year that want it as badly as you do. Just keep grinding. And thirdly, keep grinding, knowing that if you continue to knock, the door should be open to all the dreams that you have for yourself. So that would be the thing that I wish everybody would understand and just lock into that. And I honestly do believe that if we understand those 2 things, 1, that is different here, and 2, that is possible, I believe that, we'll have so many pages of people that we'd have to go through on the Zoom. We'd have hundreds of people on the Zoom calls each and every day, and we could really move forward and impact the world. And those are my reasons. So thank you, Mr. Knight. Back to you.
Man, that was good. I get to work with these people every day. I'm just saying. So Beth is squirming over there. I think we need to call on Beth before she can't contain herself. So welcome, Beth.
Thank you, Alan. Because I'm like this, everyone's saying all the right things. And it's not even scripted. It's because that's how we truly feel inside. And every person so far that's said anything, I'm just, so excited for y'all. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna change some things up then. I'm gonna tell you all a story. Once upon a time, there was this little girl and she was working her hiney off in a 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. job that she loved at first, but 8 years in, she's getting real tired of that, realizing how much she's missing family time and all that. So she started listening to, she just clicked on the first podcast she ever heard in her life. She clicked on it and it was Dale Calvert, No Fluff. So I had joined a network marketing company as a favor to my girlfriend because she needed the points or whatever. I was like, fine, whatever. But then I started thinking, what if this thing takes off? I mean, she's doing really well. Why not me, right? If it's going to be somebody, why not me? So I commute up and back for an hour each way, each day. I listened to Dale and I was like, this dude is amazing. I mean, he knows his stuff and he speaks from his heart. And so many times I love when he would say, I'm not trying to offend you, but you need to be told the truth. And so, and take this for the spirit in which it's intended. I love that line because he's speaking from his heart. So I was listening to him and tried to put into place the things that he was teaching in my team, because my upline leader was get out there and post 5 times a day on every social media you can. And when you get somebody, put them on a 3-way call and I'll close them for you. Well, I didn't have a problem closing someone because I always came from a heart of giving and how can I help them, right? But just because I wasn't doing as well as she was, I would get them on a call and they'd be like, yeah, of course, I'm going to join, whatever. But then, like Dr. Karita said, they did nothing. They joined, they bought some products for themselves and then did nothing, never wanted to do the business. So I was getting very frustrated. I wanted to get out of that job. And then COVID hit and the job got rid of me. So they reorganized. And after 10 years of service, I was let go, but I wasn't feeling bad about it. I thought, okay, here's my chance. I'm going to do this full time. So I worked it. I brought on 18 people in 5 months. And then just as fast as they came in, they were going out. They were like, oh, I'm good now. I lost my weight, or I did this, or, 3 months in, I don't see a big difference. I like the products, but I'm not sure. And I definitely don't want to do this business, blah, blah, blah. So I got really down and frustrated about it all. And then thought, I'm going back to the guy that has got the answers. And I know he has the answers. So I went back and turned on the MLM Success podcast. Oh my gosh, what number was it? 196. And it's when he mentioned APLGO, and I stopped what I was doing. I emailed him and said, I want to hear more about this. Call me if you can. So what happened was, I learned after listening to that podcast, I was missing 2 huge things, you guys. 2 huge things. One, the company had peaked. I didn't know anything about a company peaking. I had no clue. So I was very ignorant. But then I found out, oh my gosh, they had peaked. The company has a peak. Oh my, okay. That was 3 years before I got started in it. So that was out. They were starting to bring on more Me Too products. That hadn't even occurred to me either. I thought, why do we keep bringing on more products? Like, now I have to learn something else and learn all the ingredients and try and sell that. And the third thing it was missing was there was no step-by-step sequential duplication. So many times I'd call my girlfriend and go, okay, what are the steps? And she goes, I told you, you post 5 times a day. Get me another. I'm like, no, there's got to be sequential steps. Like, tell me what to do. Like, what do I do today? I'm coming from a job, a job. What do I do today? And she goes, you have to figure it out. It's your business, not mine. Okay. So when Dale said he has this program, because I've been listening to that over the years in my car on the podcast about how he has sequential systems and duplication, it was all those things I had craved. So as soon as I got a phone call from Dale the next day, I joined without even asking what the product really was. I just, wait, what are these cough drops? He goes, no, they're lozenges. But I go, well, okay, do they taste good? He said, yeah, they taste great. I had to put all my trust in him because I had trusted him from listening to him and understanding where his heart was coming from. So you guys, no one's going to have the stars, like Dale says, the stars lining up like APLGO, and they certainly don't have the stars lining up like the North America launch team. So get yourselves in, you're in the right place. Now get yourself in the right place, okay? Get your mindset. Get on to D&D team training. Start there. It's simple, I promise you. Step by step. You can do this. You can do this, and we can all do it together. You're not doing it alone. This isn't it's your business. You do what you need or do what you figure out. No, we're all in this together. We're here to help you. And I'm just so excited because I know this growth is about to just explode. So right now we are toiling away, right? Planting the seeds. We're making that garden. But right now we're hitting that hard dirt and we're digging deep and doing all the hard work. But all of it's going to pay off. You have to put trust and belief in the Lord, in yourself, in Dale, in this team. We're all in it together. So.
Thank you, Beth. If you could be just a little more enthusiastic about it all, Beth, then we could really sense how you feel.
I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome. I love it, obviously.
I'll take a GRW or something right next time.
It's totally what it's you. That's what it is. And that's what we're about, being authentic.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. David, I'd love to hear from you. David Buchanan, I'm sorry. I keep calling his name wrong.
Hey, Alan.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do me a favor. Go to the next person. So
Okay.
I can step out. And
Sounds good. Will do. I was thinking Kelly and Gordy, if you guys could take a turn, that would be awesome. We're pretty much all on these guys' team, or close to it. Maybe there's some split there, but anyway, they're responsible for Dale being a part of the team. So thank them, whenever you get a chance, because none of us would be here if these guys hadn't been able to get Dale out of retirement. So
No, thanks, Alan. That was really nice for you to say. But that it is very true. I guess if there's one thing I'd want anybody to know was what Dale's put together for us is truly special. And I'd been in some companies, Gordy's been in a couple since, back in our New Image days, and there was nothing like New Image. There was nothing like Dale Calvert's trainings, Wisdom of the Ages, all that stuff. And you just kind of are out there floundering around, hoping you find what you're looking for. And there's just always these missing pieces. And I guess when Tina had called us about this company and was explaining it to us, and it was only because she couldn't get a hold of Dale, so she called us next. And there was something so intriguing about the company and Sergey, and it just stuck out like a light bulb for me. There was something different about this company, something that nobody's ever done before. It was started in another country. I didn't know where at the time. Just another country, 9 years. Wow. And now it's coming to the United States. That's kind of cool. Nobody's done that. Sergey, our CEO, he's been there, done that. He's been in the trenches. All this stuff is going through my mind, and it just hit me. I'm like, we're doing this. We're going to do this. And, but I think the coolest thing that we have, I don't know if the coolest thing is, I don't know, to me, it's the coolest thing, most inspirational thing is the North America launch team. What's been put together. Paulette summed it up so well. I mean, everybody did, but Paulette, you laid it out step by step. You laid it out step by step. But what I got from that, what stuck out most to me is, you guys, when you're in another company and you're confused, you don't know what to do. You don't know what the next step is. How do I even launch? What's that? Nobody, I mean, they tell you, come up with some reasons. They tell you to make some phone calls, post on social media, start a blog, don't start a blog. God, it's just mind blowing. You just want to go, enough, there's too much noise. So with this, all the noise is put to bed, put to rest for us. And we know exactly, so our minds don't have to be confused. We know every single step of the way. If you have any question at all, you've got D&D training, but even better than that, you've got those outreaches. You can get on those outreaches and be with somebody or the whole team or a few team members, whatever, but you have that support. And it's everything. There's never, in my mind, when I jump on, I mean, we've got a lot going on right now, but when I jump on, I always learn something. I've never been on that I didn't learn something. And it's just a breath of fresh air, to put it simply. It really is.
We were, first of all, Beth, Alan was picking on you about the enthusiasm. You're obviously very enthusiastic. That was Alan's intense sarcasm. And so anyways.
It was awesome.
Yeah, you did a great job. We were driving today and we drove by. We came within 30 miles of the headquarters of a company that we were in. And I got to thinking, man, I sure do appreciate this Russian fella, because I'm telling you, I mean, you guys all know this, but that is a big, big deal. As far as Dale goes, and that's all I'm going to say about APLGO. I mean, everybody's already covered it, but I'm telling you right now, without integrity at the top, there's nothing. We've been fortunate to know Dale for 28 years. Tony knows what he was like back in New Image. And I had not seen that since New Image. And I'm telling you, I mean, a lot of the right kind of ego, drive, whatever you want to call it. It's a healthy ego, but ODC's back. And it was, he like you said, he's coasted a lot, but he's back. And Tony sees it. Tony knows. you know, and some.
Yeah, anybody from New Image
anybody,
sees
yeah,
it.
you know,
You see it.
You see it. And Kelly and I have talked about it. It's like, man, it's good to see Odell back, because I mean, he's back. So, well, and y'all got to see him at the conference. So anyways, keep up the good work, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you both. So let's take a look here. Got so many great people to pick from. Shelley, it's your turn. Yeah.
It's my turn. Okay.
Yep.
Everybody has said everything. You know, what more can be said, really? I took some notes though, so let me see. I was in New Image, but I was there at the end. When I know I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because I think it's important. I was brand new. I had never been in network marketing before. New Image was my first company. Didn't know what I was doing. Dale was coming to Idaho. I live in Utah. And I was going to the regional meeting. So I called and left a message and asked him if he would meet with me. I didn't know if that was something that he did. But I thought, well, what the heck? I'm going to ask. And he said, yeah, I can give you maybe 15, 20 minutes on Friday. Just call me when you get there. So I got there, I called. He spent 45 minutes with me just answering my questions. Questions I could have gotten answered from anybody, probably, but I was brand new. I didn't know what I was doing, and he took the time. And that right there showed me who Dale Calvert is, especially after I realized who Dale Calvert was, because I didn't before. And so through the years, every once in a while, I would Google Dale and see what he was doing, what he was up to. And I would find his videos and watch trainings that I was there for, you know, at national conferences, just to hear him, because he spoke truth that doesn't just apply to network marketing, but to our lives. And I would seriously go on YouTube and just find anything I could to watch him. And then about a year ago, I got the text. Shelley, watch this. I was in California with my grandkids. I just kind of put it off because I was busy. Next day, I got another text. Again, I put it off because I was with my grandkids. Next day, got another text. It was just a big red question mark. So I thought, oh crap, okay. So I looked at it. But I mean, what does that tell us? Dale has this system and he follows the system, right? He's not telling us to do something that he's not doing himself. So why did I join? And I say this, and Dale says that he doesn't like me to say this, but I joined because of Dale Calvert. Because I know of his track record. I know what he did. And just knowing what a value-focused person he is, and that he really cares about all of us. So I am impressed with the personal development. Nobody's talked about that yet. How, he encourages us to develop ourselves personally. We've got the book club. He offers that to us on top of his system, his sequential system that he's put out there for us. The outreach Zooms, again, everything everybody's already mentioned, but anybody can get on a Zoom, anybody can ask questions, anybody can follow the system that he's laid out for us. Anybody can do it. And I think that that's really the beauty of it, right? You don't have to have the personality. You don't have to be good at writing. You don't have to be good at talking to people on the phone. You just follow the system. Everybody can do it. And I think that that's one of the beautiful things about the North American launch team and Dale. I think that's all I'm going to say because everybody else has said everything else.
That's great. So for those of you who don't know, Shelley leads our book club and it does an incredible job, like pulling all of the good stuff out of us every week. And so, yeah, if you have a chance, we highly recommend that you at least one Sunday evening get on the book club, because even if you didn't read the book, get on the book club because you'll read the book the next week because you'll want to be a part of that. So thank you, Shelley. David, I realized that we said you would be next and maybe you slipped out, and are you available? There he is.
I am.
All right,
I am.
great.
We're good. I did just that, slipped out. But hey, definitely, thanks for having me on the call. And what everyone has said, everybody's going to continue to say because it's true. And for me, why APLGO? When I saw it, and just like Shelley, you said, Dale sent me a text and look at the video, and I didn't look at it for about a week or so. And then when I finally looked at it, what really struck me was the timing. The fact that it was an established company, but it was just coming here to the United States, as everyone has mentioned. But having been in a previous company where it was all about the timing, if you're in the right place, like we say, at the right time, you can be bad and still make it, right? It's all about the momentum of the company, the timing of the company, the leadership. And that's what really drew me to APLGO, was just the fact that the timing of the opportunity that was coming here in the United States, nobody knew anything about it. And having experienced that type of growth and momentum before, to me, it was just a no-brainer. I didn't even talk to Dale. I just signed up. And I felt that strongly about it. The fact that it was in the health and wellness industry, consumable product, all that was just icing on the cake. But the biggest thing for me was the fact of the North America launch team. The systems that Dale has put in place, the fact that we all have a landing page, doesn't cost us a dime. Doesn't cost us a dime, but we know the people that he has working for us, right? Dale takes care of a lot of that, or all of that. But giving us that tool where we can market our business and help promote our business is huge in itself. And then to have the D&D training system, that platform, again, step by step, A, B, C, D, all the way down the line. And then when you put the outreach Zoom on top of that, look, here's what I can say. If you don't do it, it's on you, because everything else is there. All the tools are there, the steps are there, the training program is there. You just have to be hungry enough to get fed. And when you do that, you'll get everything that you want. And then in turn, by learning, you're gonna teach, right? Teach everyone else on your team to do the same thing. And again, that's where the duplication comes in that we already know. The other thing about the North American launch team that I really love is, man, we don't pull any punches. right? And that's all Dale. What you see is what you get from Dale. And like he says, he cares enough to tell you the truth. But if you can't, if you're not ready for it, you get your feelings hurt. Look, again, that's nothing that we can do about that. You allow that to happen. So I'll close with this. The other thing, two things. What does it take to discourage you? Ask yourself that question. What does it take to discourage you? Because we know things don't go as planned, right? I think of Gordy and Kelly. My goodness, man, what they've been through, what they've had to do, moving and that whole process. And we know it didn't go as planned. They may have gotten discouraged, but they didn't quit, right? They got it done. And the main thing that I really love about the North American launch team is we don't lower our standards, right? You lower your standards and you lose the winners. But if you raise your standards, you lose the losers. And that's where we are. We're the winners. Come with us. It's all on your shoulders, but you have help. You don't have to do it by yourself. So get to getting. It's here for everybody. Whether you want to make it big, do it big, strike it big, or you want to do something for your family, right? We're looking to change people's lives from a legacy standpoint. Like Dale says, if you want to make a few extra dollars, go to the flea market and sell hammers. But we're in this to get it done. We know it's going to be tough. We know it's going to be tough, but it will get easier because we will do what? We will get better. Back to you, Alan.
Man, that's good. Thank you, David. Thanks for stepping out and sharing. Again, it's like we get to work with these people every day. That's just one of the Hollywood squares that we work with every day. So when you're wondering, like, if you're going to be held up, if you're going to be able to get through a bad day, a discouraging moment, you know what? It's like, there's no way to fall here, because one of these guys has got exactly what you need, that'll say the right thing at the right time to help, but you have to make yourself available for that, right? You just have to show up and bring it. What I just say, I bring my carcass to the right location at the right time in order to get the benefit. And I bring whoever I am at that point, and I commit to doing the work, and then the support that's needed is here and available. So thank you again, David. There's some, these are I'm just random, okay? So don't anybody get, if you didn't get picked yet, this is just Alan's random picking names, okay? I want to hear, where if they're still here, Keith and Betty, I'd love to hear from you guys. You're a little bit, I know you knew Dale from back in the day, but you're a little newer to the team. And we'd love to hear from the two of you.
Keith's on the telephone right now. His sister called him for his birthday. So
right,
can
no
we
we'll
give us about 10 minutes and get us on the next one? Okay.
We'll get you next. Absolutely. Winnie, could you take a turn for us?
I sure can. Thanks for doing this, Alan. You're doing a fabulous job. I'll tell you what, mine is going to be short to make up for the people that went long. How about that? I'm normally long-winded, but I'm not going to do that this evening. Dale leaving the consulting, his consulting business after decades to build again got my attention. And really, I can say with APLGO and the North American launch team, they're kind of one and the same for me. I don't distinguish between the two of them. Dale and Don, I feel like are the 5th star and a 5-star out of 5-star review, really. And because of that is why I'm here. He does, as far as Dale is concerned, he's the podcast and the tools and all this man just bleeds into our team is just phenomenal. And you know, he's got a proven record. Why not follow him? The company, as far as the products and the comp plan and all that was discussed, I definitely agree with all of that. But the main reason I'm here is because I see what the future holds. And he's even often talked about, and I will end with this, the question you said, wish that the people would know, what would they wish they would know? And that is that God gave us a crystal ball here. It's already happening in Europe, and it will happen here in the US. God is good, and you need to take advantage of this now.
Great, Winnie. Thank you so much. Yeah, Winnie's a great asset too, encourager, and and a lot of wisdom from that lady. So,
Thank you, dear. Have a great day.
Good day.
Good day.
That's what we say because we have people all over the world that get on the Zoom every day. So we've narrowed it down to good day. So I don't have to figure out what time zone you're in. All right. So let's see who we got here. Looks like Keith, you just turn on your camera when you guys are available again, okay? And then Marilyn is on the road. Can you talk, Marilyn?
Yes, I do have my camera on, but I'm traveling in the dark.
Okay, no worries.
But anyway, I just want to say the reason I joined APLGO is, I'm going to be repeating a lot what was said, but it was really mainly because of Dale Calvert, because I've known him for a little bit of time, and I realize he's a very genuine person, and he really knows, he's really well versed in what MLM is. I don't think there's anyone in the world that would be able to train as well as he does. He comes from his heart, he's genuine, and he's a real treasure for us to have him lead our team. And also because of the company, I never met Sergi in person. He's our president. But when I saw him on the video, I just thought, I was almost in tears, because I thought to myself, he's such a beautiful man, he has a beautiful soul. He's genuine, very much like Dale. And I thought, wow, what do we have here? And I see, like, he's been around since he was 17 years old in the industry, so he knows what we go through. And I think because of his character, he wants so much for the distributors. That's why we have 63%. He could have been keeping a lot of it. He's the sole owner. And then, of course, the product in the company is a category creating. And I love the fact that I can help people's health with this. I love the testimonials. And then again, the North American launch team, because it's led by Dale, and we have sequential learning, and also the launch, the outreach, I find so valuable, because people are there to help us. Whenever I have a question, it's answered much better than I could answer it. And also we support each other, because we go through a lot. We're sometimes insulted by people on the phone, but we're all going, for people who were prospecting, but we've all going through the same thing. And we, it just really great support. I really, sad when I miss the time that we're there, because it's such a valuable time. The people there are, you know, we're here for each other, to support each other. And what I don't understand is why people don't take advantage of this, especially when Dale is with us. And it's just, well, everything is just, I guess the stars line up everywhere on this company. And I'm so grateful to be part of it and to be part of this team. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thanks for taking us on the road and taking
Okay.
time to still
Yeah,
be up.
we're getting there.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So let's spin around the globe to Australia and check in with Viola. We'd love to hear a little bit from you, Viola, who's professional, who also attracted and had quite a experience in the industry already. I just love to hear your perspective.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm Viola Tam from Australia, Sydney. Now, the main reason I joined APLGO is because of Dale. I know he doesn't like that, but then I have to say that because from LinkedIn, he first approached me in October 2018. That will be the months and year that I will remember forever, because since then I tapped into his podcast and I learned so much from him. And I said, all right, what I heard about all these theories and wisdom is really true. And that he has helped so many people achieve a full-time income. So that is an absolute, incredibly heaven for me. So I tap into all his podcasts and listen and listen and listen to such an extent that I thought I'm going to set up the duplication system for my team. There wouldn't be any new team members coming in and moving out, coming in and moving out. And like Don Fayler's training, about 4 generations. Say me teaching Alan and teaching Amy and teaching Lucy. Until that's done, we are still working on our business. So that's the main reason. And the other 2 reasons for why the company is because of the market need. Because I've seen a lot of people doesn't like pills and tablets, my daughters included. So it's a huge market for consumable wellness candy vitamin with the science behind it. And another reason is the 63% payout, and not only the way that the 63 is the way that's paid out. And what I like most is that for people who might be a little bit stressed in their finances, they can join in at the minimum level and then work their way up and upgrade to the diamond level. It's nothing like that in the marketplace I have seen. So these are the 3 reasons. As for the team, again, all circle around Dale. First, Dale, I would say integrity, absolute 100%. Number 2, track record. You can argue as much your opinion about him, but then the facts are the facts. You cannot argue with that. Number 3 is because he is so humble. He's authentic. He doesn't use his knowledge to ask us what to do. He will ask intelligent questions so that our whole team actually have a lot more wisdom because of his leadership. So this is number 1 about Dale. Number 2 is about the franchise. I was in the other company and I purposely shifted to another team with a system in place. I purposely changed team for that. But that system only covers recruiting, no customer acquisition, no retention, no leadership development, and so forth. So I'm thinking, wow, this is a complete system. Again, back to the revolving door. If someone joined my team today and they are not working, they are working according to the system and they didn't make it work, the blame is not on me anymore. Before it was on me. I haven't got the system. Now the system is there, it's on them. And this is why number 3 is the secret sauce, the Zoom room. Everybody talk about the Zoom room. I have to say that I initially thought that, oh, well, maybe I have not enough and I don't really need to go that often. So 2 days a week, I would be committed as setting an example. And then I found so much value to learn and skills to refine that I finally decided to tap into that at least 5 days a week. So this is how good it is. If you're already in the team and have never been to the Zoom room, I encourage you, like Ellen said, just sit in and feel the love, feel the support. If you are now listening and not in that North American team, I challenge you to go out and ask any of your network marketing leaders to see if anyone are doing what we do. 3 times a day, outreach Zoom, not only for an hour, sometimes up to 3 hours, to support any new member. Now I say any, who come in and ask questions and got supported, and the script here, this is how you will reply. Imagine that. We actually have one lady, I can't remember the name, pop in simply to ask question. Once she got the answer, bye off the Zoom. This is the whole point. We are there to support each other. So my point is, October 2018 is really my lucky day. And then August last year was the day that when Dale called out on his podcast number 196, my name, as well as Ellen's name and many others' name, and that will be the life-changing podcast. If you are here sitting and still on the fence, I encourage you to listen to his podcast at www.mlmsuccess.com. You will find a lot of wisdom there that will never change because it's wisdom of the ages. And I hope that what happened to me will happen to you. One day, whichever podcast will make you click, and then you say, oh my God, maybe I need to pivot. Because I did not think I would be pivoting. I have officially retired on my terms. 2019 December, I declared retire on my term because I was in a social club culture. I was quite happy. I thought that I can gradually do something to support my team. Looking at the Harvard School team support that we have here, why would I have to reinvent the wheel? If you're already a leader, think about that. Has your company peaked? Are you going to support any new member come in? I mean, any. If your answer to that is positive, maybe you should stay where you are. Otherwise, take a serious look at what we do here.
Wow.
That's all.
So cool. All right. Where do I sign? I would totally sign up after hearing that. Well, thank you, Viola. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I'll get an argument from anybody on the team. The most positive lady on the team, and she doesn't like us talking about it, but she's seriously the most encouraging person I think I've ever been around. So it's like, you know, and it's not like in order to get something, it's just because that's who she likes being in her life. So we really appreciate you, Viola.
Thank you.
Keith and Betty, how are we doing over there? Okay.
No. I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
You'll have to do it.
All right.
Here, start video.
Sure. Yeah. There we go. Oh, and
all right, we're here.
They're back. Hey, it's good to see you guys.
All righty. Well, I have to say, when we got a new image, that was such a strong trainer, Del Calvert, and that was the best network marketing company that we ever worked. And we had some successes and others, but nothing like we did a new image. And so we've come aboard, and I told Keith the other day, I said, I want to be like those people on the podcast. Y'all have encouraged us a lot with just listening and us seeing people grow even on these, whatever you call it. What is it, the podcast? Is this podcast? But we're excited to be on the team, and we've got a long way to go. You are far ahead of us, but we're working on it. And we've enjoying the ride, and I know it's going to get better. And I'm excited about all the trainings. There's a lot I haven't even got explored that I've got to get into. And we thank y'all for all the help that we get when we do come on the podcast. Appreciate that.
And it's like I told Dale when I came in, I had pretty much given up on network marketing until I saw one of his videos and that he was in the company. And I actually checked the marketing plan and the products that the company has. And with it being a 10-year-old company and just launching here in the United States, I said, we just can't pass this opportunity up. So we're here and we're getting a little slow start here, but we're going to get there.
We're glad to have you guys on the team. You know what? You're on the Zoom regular, and you guys are, got your letters going out. You guys are doing it, and you're definitely a role model for a lot of people. You might think it's a slow start, but you're actually moving, and it's like, and there's a lot of people to envy where you guys are at, believe it or not. And so we're just glad to have you both like on the team. So with that, we're winding up. We got Tony here, and I want to hear from Tony. I tried to make it as hard as possible by having everybody talk first, Tony. So, but I think you can handle it. So let's hear from you.
Thanks for having me, man. Like Kelly and Gordy, Shelly, many others on here, David, and just I'm saying who I see right now, but I met Dale or heard Dale first time about 25 years ago. And guys, I don't, I was young 25 years ago. I'd never heard of personal development, didn't know what it even meant. And when I started listening to Dale's tapes, I got involved with the company and I started listening to his tapes. I did exactly what he said. I went through them over and over and over. I listened to them 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. On the weekends, I'd listen to them all day. And it changed my entire life. Now, guys, a lot of you, I know people get in and they read the clips. Oh, he developed 200 six-figure earners and several millionaires. Hey, we were there. We were there. What I'm saying, got that belief, we saw it. We know what was created, and we know what Dale's systems can do for people that are willing to plug in. We know that. We know that. After New Image, I got involved in traditional business, and I applied everything that Dale taught me. Everything. I took his systems, I put them in place, I laid them in this company, I put manuals together, I plagiarized stuff, I did whatever it took to make these companies conform to a system. And man, I have been highly, highly successful in everything I've been in because of that, because of the wisdom of the ages that he taught us. And I can't express to you, unless you've actually been through it and understand what I'm saying, what that means. Now, I have not been in network marketing since the New Image days, since the 90s. I have not. I've been approached 1,000 times by everybody and their brother. And it always sounded like the same old stuff to me, because to me, I knew there'd never in my heart be another New Image International. Now that's just the facts. I knew it, and I didn't want any part of it. I did not want any part of it. And last year, I got a text from Dale, and I got butterflies in my stomach. I got so excited. I didn't have a clue what it was. I didn't know what the company was about. I didn't know what it was involving. I didn't have a clue. I watched a short video he sent me, and I met Dale for lunch, and we sat down and talked. And guys, I could see the fire in his eyes again. I could see it. And I'm telling you that, yeah, hey, here's the deal. You come into it, you're not supposed to believe everything, right? You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to believe it. You've got to borrow belief until you develop it yourself, whether that be in a product, whether it be in a company, and whether it be in Dale. Maybe you don't know Dale. Maybe you need to develop that. But I'm going to tell you, you've got a 10-year-old company right now. And I'm going to say it again, and everybody please listen, 10 years old in Europe that comes to this country. It is ground floor, period, right here in North America. It's ground floor. You've got, in my mind, the greatest network marketer ever to live that is working directly with each and every one of us and don't charge us a penny. And he has taken something, and they say category created product. Well, what is, I looked it up. I want to read this, and I want you to think about this, guys. In the most simple form, category creation is the act of creating an entirely new space with a specific market. Category creation goes beyond simply innovating or bettering the product or service. It focuses on creating a whole new way of doing something, then owns the market. Owns it. Guys, we've got the patent to this product. There's no competition. We've got the patent. We manufacture it. We've got 14 distribution centers around the world. Nobody controls us except us. We've got right now, in my mind, and I'm saying it again, the #1 network marketing mind in the industry that has developed. I was there. Many people was 200 six-figure earners, several millionaires on his team, and he's wanting to do double that right now. That is what he thinks about when he gets up in the morning, when he goes to bed at night. That's what he's going to do here. Now think about that. He would not have came out of retirement. He just wouldn't do it. Guys, he was into speaking to companies across the world. He was speaking a couple times a month. Mate, that was his, that was it. He had several companies that he had developed online. And he was developing, but he was speaking to companies. Do you realize that he burned his bridges when he did this? He burned them. They're gone. He can't do that anymore. Now, why would he do that? Because he knows what he knows, what he knows, what we have here, what we've got. And it's for each and every one of us. It's for all of us, whoever is willing to plug in. Now, he's taken all the knowledge over that many years of training and trying to teach and pound into people that wouldn't listen. And he's taking that success track record that he had back in the day, man, and he's put it in place for us. D&D training is laid out. It's an instruction book. It's all it is. It's an instruction book that walks you through customer acquisition, that walks you into lead generation, so you can launch your business. That's it. That's it. This team, there is nothing like it in the industry. Nothing. I challenge anybody to come out and say they got something that's even remotely close, because there's nothing like it. The family we have, everybody with the one goal, we're all shooting, we're all supporting each other, no matter who's downline, upline, sideline they're in. We're working together to become better, to become the best version of ourselves. And we're developing. Your business will never grow larger than you do as a person. It never will. And what I'm saying, guys, we have to be able and willing to grow and develop. We have to come into this And we have to take anything that Dale has. If it's podcast, if it's D&D training, if it's a random video that you look up that he's speaking at something, you need to listen to it. You need to try and internalize it. You need to let it soak into your mind and into your heart. Now this team is second to none. And what would I say? What would I say to somebody? I guess I would say that if you're in the company, you need to get real with yourself. You need to be honest. What are you doing right now? Really, what are you doing? Are you doing as much as you can do? Are you doing what you feel like doing? Or are you letting life push you around? And then you need to ask yourself, why are you doing it in the first place? You know, is it the money? No, it's not for a lot of us. Guys, I was making the money. A lot of us were making the money. You know, I get tired and sick and tired of people dictating if I can be with my kids at a school event. I get sick and tired of somebody telling me when I can go and spend time with my family on a family vacation. I get sick and tired having to ask a boss and tell them that I'm going to a funeral for somebody in my family that passed away. Guys, there's freedom attached to this, not just income, freedom, life-changing freedom. Now, what is that worth? What is that worth? Is it worth plugging into a system? Is it worth sending out 5 letters a week to launch your business? Is it worth that? I mean, my goodness. I would just say, wake up. Wake up. Realize why you're doing the business. Dale wrote this, and he wrote it to somebody a while back that I was talking to, and he said, if you can give this business 5 to 10 hours a week of focused effort, and you will plug into the system, you will have success. Let me read it again. If you can give this business 5 to 10 hours a week of focused effort, focused, keyword, effort, and you will plug into the system, you will have success. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. There is a reason why the North America launch team is the fastest growing team in this company right now. There is a reason. Get your questions answered. Get your questions answered. Guys, the people we talk to, they're all in the same boat we are. They're all working for somebody. They're all answering to somebody. They're all going through the motions, like a lot of us. And we need to talk to people and speak to people from a value-focused place in our heart, because they are struggling. They are struggling, whether they want you to know it or not. Some of the people in this industry, and as a lot of us know, are the most self-delusioned people on the planet. They were able to dream one time, and then through the cares of life and being told no, not having the leadership in place to take them down the road, they forgot about why they joined the industry in the first place. And guys, it's our goal and it's our place to help people dream again. Dream again, because this is where they need to be, period. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tony. God's in charge of picking who goes when. Anyway, love you, Tony. We're so glad to have you, man. So I'm going to stop the recording, and then I will open it up if anybody has.
Hey, Alan.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Alan, Gordy here real quick. Sorry to cut in. You know, I listened to a tape Dale did about 28 years ago, and it's called Breaking the Chains of Mediocrity and Programming Your Mind for Success. And David and Shelley and Tony, I'm sure, I wore it out and had to get another one and wore it out and wore it out. But that he has literally changed our lives. It's such a blessing meeting him 28 years ago. And I heard a pastor say one thing one time, and I've never forgotten. He said, when you walk through the doors of this church, you never have to worry about being alone. And when you join this team, you never have to worry about not knowing what to do. You never have to worry about being alone. You never have to worry about not knowing what to do. But well said, Tony, with great emotion. You covered every base. But that Dale is just literally, we would not be where we are today. And I've applied what I learned in the traditional business as well, like Tony has. And it's, I mean, I don't have millions, but it's made us millions, literally millions of dollars. So thanks to Dale for that.